For today's dopamine break, I thought of doing something that I've been thinking about for ages. So, a month ago, while I went to Wilko to buy some fabric dye, I ended up picking this up. It's just a set of boxes, probably to put your small items in, so buttons, whatever. And I know that over the years I have been collecting all of these buttons and threads and little thingies you get from hotels, and I've been putting all of these in various plastic boxes, eventually into this big container. There was a period of time I remember where I was a little bit feeling down. I think that it was 3 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. I was feeling down and I had this idea of actually making ribbons for my hair because I felt that would be something I would enjoy. I went to a shop called Wilko and I spent a lot of time there. I talked to the lady in there. I picked my ribbons. I never made my little hair accessories. And this is a little pouch I bought when I was in Senegal a few years ago, and it has extra stuff because at the same time that I was thinking of making these hair things, I bought quite a few things to make such hair clips, which I never used. And so today I decided to organize all of this as part of my dopamine break. So first thing, as always, is to get everything in one place and start organizing it by type. There is no rush. This is meant to be a dopamine break. So if I don't finish, I don't mind. I'm just going to put all of these things, and you know, if I need to do it in 2 sessions, I will do it in 2 sessions. But this is meant to be something that I do manually, that I enjoy, and that I take the time to savor as I'm putting some order in my life. So I'm gonna do this. Actually, I might need the 2 tables. I took away these hair accessories things, some threads and things that I had received, and I'm left with this. From first glance, what I can see is I have quite a lot of Cezanne, and it's taking up space, and I have quite a lot of Emmy Design Sweden, so I know that each of these 2 will probably have its own little box. I also can see that I have a few bits from Uniqlo, and from various brands I have these typical small off-white buttons. So what I want to start with is remove the unnecessary paper from the Cezanne and Emmy Design Sweden and prepare their little boxes and probably make a label for them. So let's do that. Starting with Emmy, I think I want to keep it in this format, but I don't need the whole pink stuff. So I'm going to now organize my Emmy ones. Now I need to find which one of these boxes is the right size for my little Emmy collection. Ideally, I want to put the smallest box possible for each item, for each category. I think this would be the right size, so let's do that. all stacked up neatly. That's enough for all my MB Design Sweden items. I have maybe space for 2 or 3 more, but I am on a no-buy right now, so it's not going to happen this year. The next big items would be Cézanne. So I will proceed to see what I keep and what I don't keep from the Cézanne bits. So this is now just holding my, let's say, things that I discard. On something like this, I don't need this. Oh, actually, I think the reason I kept it was because it told me what this was. Like, I know the color of the Pull Batignolles, for example. I don't need this in this, but I think it would make my life easier to know that this is this item in which color. So I will actually keep 2 items from each Cézanne thing. I'll finish doing that and I'll decide on a box and we'll show you. All the Cézanne items fit in this one single box. I initially thought I would need 2, but actually after getting rid of all the extra papers that don't have the item, so this has the item, like this is a black dress called Nola, so I immediately know that it's my black Cézanne dress, and so everything fits in here. I found 2 bundles that are related to 2 shirts which I no longer have, so these obviously will go to trash, but here we go. I like this because I can already see that there was quite a bit of volume that was completely unnecessary. Now, I have explained a bit how I do things, so I will have the same way that I shown you how I do these things. I will have 1 box for Uniqlo items, and for Uniqlo items I don't necessarily need to know to keep the whole thing, because I typically know almost all my Uniqlo items. Like, just from the color, I know that these 2 are my linen shirts. So I'm going to put these here, and then I'm going to have a box for white buttons, and then I'm going to see how I deal with the rest, and I'll show you the finished results. I have now finished all 7 boxes. First one is Cézanne items. It still has room to grow, but like I said, I'm not buying much anytime soon. I decided to still have one where I keep the buttons and the extras as they are, and this box is called branded buttons. So I have in here my Dolce & Gabbana, I have a special collection from Massimo Dutti, and a couple other things, Diane van Furstenberg, etc. I didn't feel the need to strip every single label, so I've put them here. Then getting to the smaller boxes, I have the dark buttons. These are mostly sportswear and outerwear, so you will have buttons from trench coats, from parkas, etc. So these go here. Emmy Design, which was the one I started with, I think they stack up neatly. They're very pleasant to look at, and it tells you kind of where my style goes. So a lot of Cézanne and a lot of Emmy. Then the remaining 3 smallest ones will have 1 for white buttons, and these are usually, they come with so many things, but because I had been buying many white shirts, I am pretty sure I have quite a few of these. I put this here. Then I have Uniqlo. I also chose to put Beaufort and Blake as a label, although the only one I had is this thing on top from a shirt, but I'm pretty sure I will be buying more things from them. And also I think I didn't get the time to cut things from the other shirts, and that's something that is going to happen pretty soon. As I wear my shirts from any brand, my shirts, my pants, everything, I'm going to start removing the labels and the buttons, and so having this system is going to come in very handy. And then the last one is for pins and needles, and I do have quite a few needles in here. I'm not sure why I always used to pick these things from hotels, but I'm not traveling anymore, and I'm also, even if I travel, I'm never taking these because I don't really use them. So that is that. Maybe if I put them here, more aesthetically pleasing. I'm very happy with this. I still don't know where I'm going to put them, but at least having things like that in neat boxes is quite satisfying to look at. I will tackle other items next, but that is enough for today's dopamine break.